Author Alina Adams is releasing her new book today. The Nesting Dolls is a novel that tells the story of what it's like to live under communist rule. NTD's Alina Adams talked to the author, who tells us why she felt inspired to write it and what she hopes young people can get out of her work.
An author with a mission. Alina Adams says she doesn't want people to forget what communism is really like.
The further we get away from the Soviet Union, the less I feel people know or understand what it really was.
For example, protesters at recent events have expressed the desire for communism to come to power in the United States. They say communism's promise of equality can solve racial tension and bring about other positive changes. But Adams, having lived in Ukraine's Soviet Socialist Republic in the 1970s, says communism is actually the furthest thing from the personal liberation that some are craving.
So on the one hand, we're hearing about the wonders of diversity and how America should embrace that, which is absolutely true. But in the same breath, and very often the same people say, and you know the way to get to that? That would be communism. But for some reason, people don't make the connection that diversity, as we define it, is the exact opposite of what communism is. Communism wants everyone to be the same. Communism wants everyone to think the same.
In her newest book, The Nesting Dolls, Adams reveals the realities of living under the USSR through the lens of one family who faces censorship, scarce resources, and anything but a liberated life.
What people don't know is about the little things, as in literally a child could make a comment and the parents could then be censored because they weren't raising their child properly.
And because the government controlled the food production throughout the country, that led to scarce resources.
There was a very limited amount of food, and it was very difficult to get. People used to have to go out in the morning and line up for 2, 3, 4 hours. And sometimes you would get in line and you didn't even know what was being sold.
And those are just some examples of the truths Adams depicts in her novel. She says she hopes Americans keep pushing for a better world, but hopes her book can help young people see and remember the realities of communism's history along the way. Alina Adams, NTD News.
Adams' novel, The Nesting Dolls, is at Barnes & Noble and many local bookstores.